Assalamu alaikum and welcome to The Entrepreneur. As always, I've got a very prominent businessman with myself today, and today's guest is very much known for feeding people, especially in large gatherings. He's one of the first people to provide a catering service, especially in the Bengali community. Inspired many and also paved the way for likewise businesses in his field. He's definitely inspired someone like myself, and I'll be learning a bit more from him. He's none other than the owner, the CEO of Pride of Asia, Wazid Hassan Shalim. Welcome to the show, Shalim Bhai.
Sharif Bhai, thank you for inviting me.
Right, Assalamu alaikum once again, and I'm very, very privileged to have you on the show. I'm very honored, and especially, I say this to all my guests, especially with the busy schedule and stuff like that you guys have. You nearly cancelled today's appointment, but Alhamdulillah, you're here. Now, this show is obviously about business, and especially with people who have been very passionate in the field of business. And they are definitely an icon in the community, and they give so much back to the community because of what they have achieved. So this is the reason you're here, and what I'll be asking you is, what got you into this trade? From the beginning, if you could just tell us a little bit about your story, how you maybe came to this country and what got you into this catering business, which is very successful, I must say.
Sharif Bhai, first of all, thank you for inviting me. Assalamu alaikum, TV1 everywhere, and the management. TV show are different TV show dekhchi, but your entrepreneur show, that's quite unique.
Oh, thank you very much.
You are selecting the people, real entrepreneurs.
Absolutely.
Yeah? I've been following it. I've seen few of your previous show, and it's really nice.
Thank you
and
very
why
much.
you presenting it is really nice.
Well, coming from someone like yourself, you know, I am absolutely
you're doing
chuffed.
very good job.
Thank you, Shalim Bhai.
And now, were you asking me how did I start? Why did I start? Life, everybody started with their bright futures. People have a lot of dream.
Yep.
And I had, similar to others, I had a dream. Alhamdulillah, Allah got me here. I got, most of my dreams are covered.
MashaAllah.
Most of my dreams are covered. Now, since I little, always I wanted to be a people person.
Right.
It's like the family I am from, my father, my granddad, my older brother, they always supporting people. They are feeding people, they're helping people. I seen that. And obviously when I was little age of 12, I came to London.
Yeah.
Went to school. After that, I thought, okay, if I work, I don't need money. Alhamdulillah, like the family I am from,
Yeah.
I never needed money. Always is there for
Alhamdulillah.
me. So now I want to do something where I can help others.
Brilliant.
So I worked in a takeaway.
Right.
I've started working in a restaurant.
Okay.
And it doesn't seem like, we're helping anyone.
Right.
Okay, we're feeding some people.
Yeah.
Then I started a takeaway.
Okay.
That didn't work with me. I said, nah, that's not a business. You don't help many people.
No,
you
no,
just
no. Right.
feed some people a night,
Okay.
and it's not enough.
So your intention is to help others,
Help
to
others.
provide a service, and for that you need a base, and this is what you're looking for.
Yes.
Okay.
Then I thought, okay, because I am Bangladeshi, I have to do something in Bangladeshi area.
Right.
Before I was in Kent, so I
Okay.
moved to East London.
Okay.
I start Pride of Asia.
Right.
And then those days, it wasn't a big wedding facility.
No.
It was small weddings.
Right.
Started from my restaurant.
People used to do it in restaurants and stuff as well, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, started from my restaurant. It was successfully doing in the restaurant. People
Yeah.
was asking for doing it outside. That's where my inspiration came. I said, okay, we do it outside. I did events outside with a plastic plate.
Okay.
Because those days,
Yeah.
people didn't thought about China plate. I didn't
No,
thought
no,
about
no,
China
no.
plate.
It's all
Then-
about feeding the people that you're providing.
All about
as long as
feeding.
you can feed the people, whether it's plastic plates and knife and forks, or whether it's glam and nowadays it's very
Yeah.
glamorous. Okay, especially the stuff that you provide, we've seen is very, very glamorous. But obviously, you start from somewhere. Okay, carry on.
Started from plastic plate, then start looking into these. Okay, how does other events happen? As I said, every time I look for a new opportunity, I used to go to 5-star hotels. I used to try to go in a better event
Right.
to see how can I improve myself, how can I do more. I said, okay, if five-star events are doing it, china plate, cutlery, crockery service, then must be a way. Those days it wasn't a Google. Mr. Google didn't
No,
go
no,
on.
no, no.
It was a yellow page only.
Yes, I remember. Yes.
And contact. You ask Mr. Smith, where do I get this? He will say, go to Dave. Dave will say, okay, I have this. You need to go to John for that.
Yep.
And that's a lot of English people helped me in the business.
Fantastic.
They gave me a link.
Yeah.
So I had one uncle, he said, I worked my life in Savoy Hotel. My daughter's wedding,
Yeah.
I want to do it similar. I won't be able to do it same because this is too expensive.
Okay.
I got him to Stratford Town Hall, hired a china plate, hired a waiter and everything,
Okay.
and we did it.
So that was your first
That was first proper
catering service that you provided?
proper serving. It was catering service much before that.
Okay. But
All Athiya Swajan got together and serving.
oh,
Those
yes,
days.
yes. Those days, yes. We always used to, everybody
Always
used to
used
get
to
together and
work.
used to help when you used to
Yeah.
do in the restaurant. So this was your first catering service that you provided, hiring the plates and everything, and also getting waiters from outside.
Outside.
Okay,
agents,
so
yeah.
this was definitely a learning curve for you.
That was a learning curve. That was
Okay.
really hard as well.
Carry on, very interesting. Okay.
And then we did it. It was really nice. And a lot of people that day took my number. Amazing. Oh my God, some Bengali people can do that. You did it. And obviously I was young.
Yeah.
That time I was 23
Tell
years
me,
old.
who were the people who were doing it before that? I mean, there
Before me, before Pride of
was it
Asia,
Pakistani community?
before Pride of Asia, no other, I don't know about Asia, no other Bengali people did china plate.
No.
No other people did waiter service.
Right.
I am the one who bought tablecloth on the table.
Fantastic.
Before we used to put a paper roll on the table.
Right.
So tablecloth, china plate, cutlery, proper glass, waiter service.
Yeah.
That started from Pride of Asia.
But I'm going to
you
stop
can
you.
have the
I'm
reference
going to stop
from
you there because
other
everything
people.
that you're saying is very interesting. Now, I want to see a little clip of Pride of Asia. So we're going to go to our viewers and we'll show a little clip of Pride of Asia so you guys know what we're talking about. Okay? Thank you. Well, you guys have seen the clip, and I'm sure you've, you were fascinated with that. I was definitely fascinated. It was a beautiful clip, beautiful. The way you served the people and stuff like that, absolutely fantastic. Now, going back to what you were mentioning earlier on, so you were one of the first people to provide this catering service to our Bengali community. So that's absolutely fantastic. And how did you carry on with that?
Boy, inspired by people.
Yeah.
One function I did, people loved it, people made a comment, do this, do that, we improve it. You seen on the clip,
Yeah.
we're doing the different type of food.
Yeah.
We're trying to bring
Yeah.
more look and taste on the plate
Yeah,
for
yeah,
people.
yeah.
Because obviously we all eat to feed ourselves.
Of course.
But in an event, we rush, always rush. I just don't understand why our people always rush to eat. It's
Unfortunately,
a big
that's our
event.
people,
Family, they spent 1 year, 6 months to plan the day.
Yeah.
And guests come to the wedding.
Yeah.
They spend a lot of money as well,
Yeah.
all wearing nice clothes and
Yeah,
everything.
yeah,
Come
yeah,
to the
yeah.
wedding. 2-3 hours, they gone, all finished.
Yeah.
Poor bride and groom on the stage,
Yeah.
and it was 800 guests half an hour before.
Yeah.
It's gone
Well,
down to 100 only.
maybe we need to provide our people with that knowledge that, maybe you should get the starters first and then give it a 5 or 6 minutes or 10 minutes maybe, and then get because I've been to some events and they provide the starters. We have the starters and then we wait another 5-10 minutes and then they get the main meal. But yes, you're right, when it comes to our Bengali weddings, especially the uncles and the aunties, they're always rushing. Yes, we didn't get this, we didn't get that, bring it here, So
That's
all these things happen. It's just a lack of knowledge.
That is slowly changing.
Yeah.
People are accepting the change.
Yep.
Our old generation always there was in rush.
Yeah.
Come to the wedding, eat and go, finish.
and go, it's so
But now
quickly.
people sit down, they want to see more.
Right.
Some of the wedding, they have the facility. People are sitting down after the cake cutting. They've got some entertainment on the stage. The bride and groom are talking. The family is doing a little bit of speech. So people do wait for it. Back in the day, it was after the food, there's nothing. Just go. Which is our Asian wedding, neighboring country, Pakistan, Bangladesh, India, what they do, they have a lot of dance and everything involved.
Right.
But obviously, we Bangladeshi, we don't do
No,
that.
we don't do all that.
We just do food and go. But I will say, instead of having thousands of people in the wedding, have it to your close people. You can talk to everyone, make it smaller, but make it nicer.
Right. Now, in your time, obviously, I just want to know about the peak of the Pride of Asia, the peak time of Pride of Asia. That's one of the things. The other thing is, we had, I'm not going to mention any names of the Pakistani event management catering services that we used to have, Indian, Pakistan. But would you, I mean, you can mention the names, but would you compare your Pride of Asia with others? So first of all, if you just tell me the peak time of Pride of Asia. I know you've moved on to other things now. So Pride of Asia is something that set, the system is there, you're satisfied, and now you moved on to other. When was the peak of Pride of Asia? That's my first question.
I think Pride of Asia never lost their peak. It's always on peak.
Good answer. Good answer. So it's always it's there still.
Because what happened at 2009, 2010,
yeah,
it was really, really busy.
Right.
And the reason for busy, it was no other choice for people. Now, our people have many other choices.
There are many other, yeah.
Those days, it was only good caterer, it was a Pride of Asia.
Right.
Now, people have other choices, other people in the market, which is good.
No, definitely.
Good, it's plenty of customers.
Definitely.
But Pride of Asia did not lose the peak.
Right.
We're
Okay.
still
No,
busy.
you're still
We are
one of the
busy.
top names. You're still one
busy.
of the top names, definitely.
Still, alhamdulillah.
Would you compare yourself with other maybe other Asian companies? Would you compare yourself?
I wouldn't want to compare. I will say what I'm doing.
Or maybe you're better than them.
I am doing my best.
Yes.
Of course, I'm always better because no one can beat my food.
Fantastic.
There is some Indian caterer, they claim they are self 5-star
Right.
just because they are in a 5-star venue. And what they done, they capture a market. Anybody wants the 5-star venue, they have to go through them.
Right.
And that's how they took some of our Bangladeshi top events in their belt.
Okay.
Because they need the venue, because of that they have to go. And as they've been smart, they went to the hotels before us.
Yeah.
And they blocked the hotels. We couldn't go in there.
Okay.
But after them, I went to 5-star hotel 10 years ago.
Right.
But sadly, our not enough Bangladeshi people require for a 5-star hotel.
What is the the Bangladeshi people, you say they don't require for a 5-star hotel. Now I know a lot of Bengali people, they go to 5-star hotels. Now when you say
now,
that,
some viewer or you might say, there is lot of Bangladeshi people. How many is lot?
Yeah.
In a year, we got about 4 or 5 Bangladeshi wedding or Bangladeshi function goes to 5-star hotel.
Okay, all right.
So
okay.
in a year, if you're 4 or 5, which is nothing. To make this hotel happy and give them enough business, I have to do at least 20 events in the venue.
All right. Okay.
Whereas my competitor, Indian caterer, they doing it 50, 60 events in their 5-star venue.
But the demand is there, right?
Demand is there, of course.
So what are we lacking?
Lacking is like our people has to come to us, should not go to the others. Because others are very smart. What they do, they keep their business in their own community.
So you're saying the other people like Pakistanis, Indians, and let's say all the other Asian community, they stick to their own community.
They keep their business.
But our people, they also go to them. But is it because we are not providing the service? Is there a lack of providing the service? The good service I'm talking about.
Lot of the staff they get it from there. Our Bangladeshi people does decoration wise, food wise, service wise. We do better than them.
Okay. All right.
But for some reason, everybody get convinced.
What would you suggest that we need to do for that then? Because we need our people to come to us. I mean, everybody tend to stick to their own community, more or less. So we do need our people to come to us. I mean, we go where we don't care if it's a Bengali company or a Pakistani company or an Asian company, right? Most of us Bengalis go there, but they don't come to us. This is what you're saying. So what should we do? What do you suggest?
It's obviously because there are more people. We've got a small community. So if you look at our restaurant business, or just go down Green Street and Ilford Lane,
Right.
How many of them come to our shop?
Right.
It's barely none. But we always go to every shops.
Okay. So maybe because we're good people, we don't think in that way, and I don't want to use a particular word. But anyway, let's not get there. But I think what we can do is, and we're doing that already, providing the best service, being on top of everything, having the best items. I mean, when we talk about shops and stuff like that, maybe that's one of the ways. And inshallah, our people will come to us, and hopefully other people will come to us also. Yeah. Now we've spoken about Pride of Asia. I've got a few other things written down here, which I'm very chuffed about. Here I've got Mayfair venue. Explain to me what that is and how long that's been around.
By one thing, when you said we giving the better service.
Yeah.
Better service, like when our forefather we started Bangladeshi restaurant, but obviously that was back in the day we had to call Indian restaurant because Bangladesh didn't exist.
That's right, yeah.
We did it best. British Bangladeshi curry was the best food in the country.
Definitely.
It was famous.
But we're very known now. Very much known now.
But now what's happening is going down. The reason is those people stop working. They gone old and everything. And the young generation did not go in there.
Yeah.
Because nobody wants to do the same thing all their life.
Right.
It's nothing wrong.
Right.
But the young people are not doing anything wrong. They're doing better. They gone to politics, financial industry, all the different stuff they're doing.
They've moved into different aspects, okay.
They're doing
but the food business, I believe, somebody once asked me the question about the food business, it is going to be dying off and stuff like that. I said, no, as long as people eat, food business is always going to be there, as long as the management is correct. Okay, so as you know, you are on top of things because your management is fantastic. And so as long as we manage, even though we don't have our kind of people working in restaurants and stuff like that, I believe that as long as the management is good, we can employ other types of people who are willing to work. And then, just as long as you've got a good chef, good food, service and hygiene, everything is right.
Good food. I mean, like, with time you have to change. You can't keep the same thing. Yeah. Okay. Back in the day, we had a chicken curry, Madras Vindaloo. Yep. Now it's not. We're not selling this. You have to sell different thing. You have to give nice and better presentation with a better taste.
Brilliant. Well, brilliant. Look, I've asked you a question about the Mayfair. Unfortunately, we're going to go to a break now. So after the break, we'll go back onto the Mayfair venue. Okay. So viewers, we're going to go to a short break and then we'll see you in a bit. Assalamu alaikum, welcome back. Those of you have just joined us now. I was speaking to Shalim Bhai of Pride of Asia, that is, and we were talking about, I posed a question about the Mayfair venue. Now, Shalim Bhai, just before the break, I asked you about the Mayfair venue. What is the Mayfair venue? If you could just explain to me briefly.
Mayfair venue, brother, as I'm in the catering here, it's been over 2 decades, 25 years.
Wow. You don't look that old, but mashallah.
Alhamdulillah, it's a love from people.
Absolutely.
And my hard work.
And good food.
Well, alhamdulillah. That goes to my wife, actually. Okay. I feed people and she feeds me.
She feeds you. Fantastic.
Yes.
Okay.
So I thought, I'm doing catering in a different venue, different places. Yep. Why don't I have one of my own? So luckily, I've got that property. I just opened one.
Okay.
And it's really nice. Whenever people coming in, people are enjoying. It's a lovely venue.
Fantastic. So that's a banqueting hall.
It's a banqueting
How many
hall.
people does it hold?
Holds up to 1,000 people.
Oh, fantastic. Okay.
It's nice.
Well, now you used to provide the food for the people. You used to have to go to different venues, or the people used to choose the venue and used to have to take the food.
I still go to the venue.
Right.
Even now, I'm going to more 5-star venues in London.
Brilliant.
And many other hotels in the area.
But now you've got your own venue.
Own venue, yeah.
You provide your own food.
It doesn't stop me to stay in one place.
No.
I'm just everywhere.
No, that's the whole thing about being a businessman, being an entrepreneur. You don't stop. You just carry on.
Yeah,
okay, right. What we're going to do is we're going to see a clip of the Mayfair venue. I think we've got a clip. So, guys, we're going to go to a break to just look at the clip. Well, you've seen that, absolutely fantastic place. The decor is beautiful, by the way. So, good job I would say good job. Right. So what we mentioned before, you've done your own venue. I mean, look, you're fulfilling your dreams.
Fulfilling.
Okay, that's the main thing about it. Now, you're also involved in boutique hotel, I understand.
Well, you've got all the information. What
yes,
I'm doing,
I do
yeah?
my research. When I get my guest, I do my research. So, that's my job. I did my part. What is the boutique hotel, if you can explain to me a little bit?
Boutique hotel, that's one of my next move. Because I'm feeding people.
Yeah.
I've got a place to people come and sit down.
Yeah.
Now I'm just getting ready to people to come
You're
and
giving
sleep.
them everything, aren't you?
Giving them everything.
You're bringing them home.
Come and sleep.
You're giving them the food. Now,
Yes.
the what is left is providing them with a bed.
Providing
Right.
it. And I've got a lovely hotel. It's people can come and hold their events.
Right.
Small events, obviously, and they can stay. Boutique hotel, like, it's bed and breakfast.
Yep.
Then you go to 5-star, 4-star hotel.
Yep, yep.
Boutique is like small and cozy.
Yeah.
What is it? It's,
Okay.
it's in the village,
Right.
and it's really luxury
Okay.
more than contemporary.
Fantastic.
So that's what is it. I've got.
So as
Mashallah,
usual,
people loving it.
As a normal procedure, people would book online, would they?
Oh yeah, people
would
book online and really good clientele. People coming from all over the world,
Right.
and of course, I have a restaurant with that as well.
Brilliant, brilliant. Yes, well, yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
it just is convenient,
So-
isn't it? So how many rooms, if I may ask?
It's not big. It's only 12 room.
Okay.
It's only 12 rooms. Started.
But look, at the end of the day, I mean, look, you've got your boutique hotel and everything.
Because
and-
in boutique you don't have hundreds of rooms.
No,
you
no,
have
no.
a small room
No,
and
no.
give them more service.
Fantastic,
That's
fantastic.
what's there.
Fantastic. It's been a pleasure actually to know all these things about you, Shalim Bhai. What I used to know before was just the Pride of Asia.
Pride of Asia.
Pride of Asia. Right. Now, every businessman, they've got a personal life, right? As we all do. And to juggle between the personal life and the businesses is sometimes quite difficult. Okay. So as long as there's a happy home, there's a happy life is what we call. Tell me about Bobby. Tell me about our nephews and how do you give them time and give your businesses time?
Well, that's something is quite sad in my life.
Right.
Yeah, I didn't give enough time to my family, and
Okay.
I put too much of my time into business
Right. Okay.
and community.
Right.
Yeah, but now, very fast. My kids grown up.
Mm-hmm.
I've got 4 children
Right.
and a lovely wife. Only
Okay.
one wife.
MashaAllah.
Yes, and I hope rest of my life is going to be stick to one.
Yes, I hope so.
So
For your sake.
two of my children going to university and
Right.
2 are going to secondary. MashaAllah, they are very good children, very good child,
MashaAllah.
and they doing everything they need to do.
So you got 2 in university,
Yeah,
did you say, and 2 still in secondary?
2 are still in
Okay, so
secondary.
they're all pretty much grown up.
They're all pretty
And
much grown up.
yeah, so the responsibility of sort of taking them to school and stuff like that obviously is over. Are you happy with their progress? Are you happy?
Oh, I'm
with
very
Yes?
happy. My children are very
Mashallah,
good. They
mashallah.
progressing very good. Recently, I went to my young one parents' evening. All the teachers are complimenting him.
Yeah.
I was so proud.
Oh, fantastic, fantastic.
Um,
Now, you mentioned that you, unfortunately, you couldn't give that much time while you were sort of improving your businesses. Did Bobby have anything to say about that?
Of course, she's very upset.
Okay.
Very upset. She had to work hard. She's
Right.
the one who gave them most of the time and
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
Even one thing, I never done shopping for myself. All the shopping she does it for me.
Okay.
She
Well, I've
does-
got to say you're
she
very
does a
blessed
lot.
because at the end of the day, even though you didn't give enough time, Bobby's, still did your shopping. Still
She
bought
is.
the stuff for you, and I
She
can
did
see you got a
everything.
very beautiful suit on, right? And a very nice tie, I might add.
It's
because
all a
I'm
house
someone who
shopping.
doesn't
I
wear
haven't done
that.
anything.
Yeah. So no, that's so you're happy with that, and you're trying to give more time to the family
Now I
yeah?
am trying, but they don't have a time.
Now-
2 of
now
them
they
going
don't
to
have the
university, mashallah, they're going to good university.
Right.
So they are busy with their life now.
Fantastic. Well, you're one of our guests who's actually said that, and very honestly so, that you couldn't give enough time because look, business is a very, very difficult task. I mean, especially to make something successful, you got to give a lot of time. But if you can juggle between that, and this is what we want to know. So sometimes it depends. Try and keep your family, just for the viewers. Give the family time as well as embarking on this journey of growing your portfolio
growing your
of
empire.
business. Yeah.
The mistake I made, I will say that to my viewers. Yeah,
Okay.
what happening? I spent too much time in my business.
All right.
And I forgot to give time to my kids and wife.
Right.
Now, cannot remind my life.
No.
Now I regret. I
Right.
sit down with them, I talk to my wife, I said, I'm supposed to pick up my daughter on her birthday, but
Yeah.
I didn't. I was late, you had to go and pick
Yeah,
up.
yeah,
So
yeah.
those days I missed it. So
Yeah.
I will say to viewer here, make sure with the business, have time for the family, have time for the children. That time you're not going to get it again.
Fantastic.
For business, one business goes, another business you can do it.
Well, look, you're a good father at the end of the day because you got the regret and you've got the regret of missing that time, which that time you're not going to be able to get back. But Alhamdulillah, they can see the success and they can see the hard work that you've put in. So I'm sure they appreciate that as well. But yeah, having said that, you've mentioned that this is probably an advice that we'll take from you is giving time to the family. Now, moving on, we'll talk about the kind of difficulties you faced. Every business, people face difficulties. Have there been any major difficulties that you faced in the journey of your business life?
I wouldn't say difficulty because I'm a challenger and I'm a hardworking person.
Right.
So whatever difficulty come, I just take it easy. I just go along. So I never found it difficulty.
Right.
The only thing I found difficult, I couldn't give enough time to the family.
Okay, all right.
So that's a mistake I did
that's
not
one of your
fulfill
regrets.
it. So now, same again to the viewers, that difficulty I face, don't go into that difficulty. You rectify this
Brilliant,
and do
brilliant. Or maybe just start early before you get married and just try to maybe that's one of the things that people can do. But you know, it's a part of life. All of this is a part of life. And as I mentioned before, I'm sure they appreciate your success today. I mean, look, your children, when they want to get married, they don't have to go anywhere else. That's one of the good things. Right, okay. Now, any other future plans? We've seen the boutique hotel. We've seen the Mayfair venue, Pride of Asia. Might I add, Pride of Asia, the name is something which is which has been stuck by me.
Yes.
And you are our pride and joy when it comes to feeding people. So, you know, I'm very proud. I'm very proud to know that Shalim Bhai is a part of our community, and, you know, he's one of the first Bengalis who started this kind of business, and a lot of people have followed in your footsteps.
You know, when you said feeding people,
Yeah.
that's in my gene.
Okay.
At the beginning I said, my father used to feed whole village every year. Once in every year we used to feed that. And I had the same feeling and I want to do it. I feed homeless and I even feed royal family.
Look, you know what? Allah has definitely blessed you and rewarded you, because what you just mentioned, feeding people is one of the greatest acts, a greatest rewarding act. So definitely, look, Allah's feeding you because you are feeding others.
Yes.
So, you know, I've got to say, and you know, may other people learn from this. But what did I just mention here? That we talked about the problems. I'm sure you, I mean, most businessmen, they're all in community work and all that. Are you involved in any community work, any charity organizations or anything like that?
Well,
that you
I
want
will
to
say
mention
all my work is community work. Every time.
Yes, absolutely. Yes. Sorry, what am I saying?
Every
Charity organizations. I do apologize.
Every time I work anything with a youth or an organization, anything, I always support.
Okay.
Well,
but any particular,
I don't have to say that. I think we have witnessed, like,
no, I'm sure
viewers
we do.
will know.
I'm sure you do.
I always try, and I intend rest of my life I will do.
Okay.
And now, what I'm doing, it's been 12 years now.
Right.
I started a school just for girls in Bangladesh, free of cost.
Fantastic.
And we've got over 200 students.
What's that called?
It's called Shamsun Nisa Women's School and College.
Fantastic. Okay.
Shamsun Nisa is my
mother's name. I was going to just say yes. Yeah.
After my mom passed away, we thought memory of her name. We just started, and mashallah is going well. Last year, in where I am from, Dokkin Shurma, even Sylhet, it was best in result. They did a top result in our Dokkin Shurma.
Brilliant. Fantastic work. We've heard a lot about you. We've heard a lot about your businesses now. Just for our viewers' sake, and this is one of the questions that I always ask at the end, because we've taken a lot from you. Now, from a successful businessman like yourself, give us 3 tips. I mean, we can go into giving many, many more tips, but just 3 important tips that you would say for our viewers, especially the people who want to sort of, you know, go into business, upcoming businessmen, planning for the future.
Success in life, it has to be comes in your kismat. And if you work hard, inshallah, success will follow you. That's first.
Work hard.
Work hard.
Work hard. Okay.
Second one is like you have to be honest with yourself and honest with your customers.
Okay. So
Long as
honesty.
you are honesty, when people see your honesty, they will come to you again and again.
Brilliant.
And that's your
Definitely.
success.
So that's an investment as well, isn't it? Yeah.
Yes,
Being,
investment.
being honest, people see your honesty, they'll come to you. Okay.
And finally,
Yeah.
you have to like, whenever any difficulty come in your life, you have to take it easy. You have to reach your goal. Yes, I want to do that.
Right.
If you are get scared, that's it, you can't
Not
do
to
it.
panic.
Not to panic.
Not to panic.
Just be relaxed and move on in your life.
Right.
Inshallah, you will be all right.
Brilliant. Right. But my last question would be, and thank you for the tips once again, the 3 tips that you've given us. But my last question would be, and that's what I ask many of my guests, is any future plans? Is there something on the pipeline that you're doing?
Future plan is what I'm doing for decades, after decades. Yeah.
Okay.
Now moving to these 4 more 5-star hotels, because a lot of our Bangladeshi people said, Bangladeshi caterer, why doesn't they go to the 5-star hotel? Which is, I've been there 10 years ago.
Right.
Didn't had enough business, but now I've got more 5-star hotel,
Right.
place like Park Lane.
Okay.
I've got Park Lane, Hilton in Park Lane.
Right. Right. Right.
I've got hotel near Tower Bridge, everywhere.
So when you say that I've got Park Lane, I've got Hilton, this is within your contract? Is that what you're saying?
This-
that
yeah, when
I
I
can
said-
provide people with those venues?
Yes.
If that's what they want, that's what you're saying.
Yes.
Okay,
But
right.
when I said I've got hotel, it's like for my customers.
Okay. Right.
Yeah. Anybody looking for a venue in a 5-star places,
Yeah.
I have those hotel.
Listen, Shalim Bhai, it was absolute pleasure to have you on the show. And going back to the viewers, Shalim Bhai, our pride and joy, and hence Pride of Asia. Definitely, the kind of service he provides is basic. Is definitely something we are all in need of. And I'll urge our Bengali community that in the future, if you are in need of such services, please come to or go to people like Shalim Bhai, especially to our community. If you guys missed it, we mentioned something about our people tend to not come to us and go to other places. Now right now we actually provide the best services, the top-notch decorations and stuff like that. So why not? And our communities should definitely stick together. We've seen Shalim Bhai today. It was an absolute pleasure to have him on the show. We've learned quite a lot. He's given us quite a few tips. Next time we'll have another a guest. And until next time, Assalamu alaikum.